Once I started working full time, I quickly realized if I don't start aggressively saving and investing my money, I would never get ahead financially in life. And you gotta ask yourself right now, if you wanna be financially free one day, if you wanna have the leverage to do whatever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want, you gotta get your money right. And at age 23, I had about $25,000 to my name, and I said, I gotta really start thinking about what I'm doing with my money. I'm working really hard to make money in my software sales job, and I need my money working even harder on my behalf to continue to grow and provide me with a positive financial future, not only to just me, but those people I love and the people around me and my future family that I haven't met yet. As you can see in this chart right here, over the last 2 years, I've been able to accumulate over $140,000, growing my brokerage account, otherwise known as an investment account, to $171,000 of investable assets. That's liquid cash. Of course, I'm invested, but I could liquidate all of that and turn it into cash right now. It's not fake, it's not in real estate, that is real cash sitting in my account right now. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about my top 5 holdings. Each of these stocks are under $50, so it's super affordable. And I'm gonna talk about where my money's at and where you should put your money to sit for the next 5 years. One of my personal goals that I've written down is to not sell any of these shares over the next 5 years. I'm a long-term investor. I work in tech, so I have an idea of what are the companies in tech that I think are gonna do well and are positioned for growth. Personally, I have over $80,000 in these 5 stocks I'm gonna talk through here today. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not trying to get you to do anything. The only thing that I would like you to do is to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel now if you haven't already, if you're excited to hear these 5 stocks. I'm gonna be looking back so that I can see on my computer and share the exact numbers with you. The date today is June 10th, and the first stock we're talking about is Palantir. As you can see, I have over $12,000 invested in Palantir. The strike price, my cost basis, I'm in at about $14 per share. I own 800 shares and it's currently trading at $24. My profit is about $6,600 right now, and of course I haven't sold, so that's not a realized gain. Palantir is still a great time to get in. I've seen this stock go all the way up to 45. The company moved from Silicon Valley to Denver, and a common thread you'll see in all of the holdings here today, and what I always look for, is founder presence. Oftentimes, the founder of the company will found the company, they'll have their liquidity event, and then they'll go off into the sunset or start something new. Anytime the founder is still involved in the company, that's a good sign. That tells me that they're a long-term thinker, that they care about creating value and growing their vision. And Alex Karp, the CEO, was the founder along with Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel's name may sound familiar because he was one of the early investors in Facebook, a legendary venture capitalist, and he's on the board, he's invested, he cares, and this company sells to large government and enterprise customers. In order for this company to really maximize its value and growth is penetrating the corporate space. They partner with IBM so that they can sell their product. But those deals, those mid-market deals, if they can capitalize on that, then this company is positioned for massive growth. In 5 years, this company could easily be trading at 75 to 100, and I can't guarantee you're gonna make money. All I can tell you is that I own 800 shares at $14 per share. It's trading at 24, and I'm gonna hold this company for the next 5 years. Next company we're gonna look at is Sofi Technologies. I'm super pumped about this one because I've been talking about this one for a while. I actually made a video on this, the #1 stock to buy right now, a couple weeks ago. If you would have bought in, you'd be up a little bit of money. Sofi, it was a SPAC. And Sofi is an investment app. It does credit cards, it does loans, it does a lot. The Ram Stadium is SoFi Stadium, and the ticker up until a couple of weeks ago was IPOE because SoFi was taken public via a SPAC. Now it's officially Sofi, and I think that that's really helped accelerate the way investors look at it, because when you see Sofi as a ticker, you're like, oh, that name resonates, it rings a bell. It's not IPOE. And just to share what I have in it, I've invested $12,000 in it, and it's currently trading at $23. My cost basis is around $19 to $20, and I'm up $1,500 right now. The reason I like this company so much, and this is the only company on the list besides the last one that if you're a bettor, if you're a gambler, if you like to do digital betting, whatever, stick around until the end of the video, as I think you're really gonna like to hear about that ETF around the gambling industry. It's been a massive home run for me, and I think a lot of long-term value to capitalize on as well. SoFi. So the CEO, this guy is a slam dunk. He is absolutely incredible. I can't remember his name right now, but type in SoFi CEO. It's Anthony Noto. This guy used to work at the NFL. He was the CFO of Twitter, and he is exactly who you want running a company. Trust me. Just go look at his interview. All I can say about the company is I don't use it. I'm not a customer. I don't care. All I can say is they've invested significantly in digital, so they're mobile optimized, and they're the one-stop shop for credit cards, for investing, for crypto, for loans. So when you need all these financial products, they're the go-to provider. They're the best from a digital optimization standpoint. And when I see that, and then I hear Chamath Palihapitiya has a massive position because he took the company public via a SPAC, and his firm, Social Capital. That's all I need. I don't need to know anything else. As soon as I see those signals, I'm like, I'm in, take my money, here you go. I'm invested, and I will hold on this company for the next 5 years. The next company on the list is ZoomInfo. For those salespeople out there, you know what I'm talking about. This is something I use each and every day of my job, and let me read off the numbers right here. So I have $10,000 invested in the company. It's currently trading at $46. I'm positive 2,300, and I got in at like 37. It IPO'd earlier this year, and the reason I bought it was this. Henry Schuck, CEO, he was the founder, okay? He went to Ohio State Law School, so for those the Ohio people watching, from Ohio connection. And here's the thing. You use ZoomInfo to find people's direct lines and their emails. It's imperative for sales to have that. My company, when I first started, we had one computer with a ZoomInfo login. 13 of us as SDR shared it, and it was still great. They gave us an enterprise license, so we all had access. As soon as that happened, my productivity went up significantly, and the company as a whole. When I can clearly say, hey, that's the business value it got, that's massive. It's so important. It's so expensive. I looked into licenses just for myself and independent. It's so expensive, but it's so necessary, and it's clearly the market leader. They went public this year. I see people that work there that are on LinkedIn, and they've got great people. They're hiring. The company is positioned for growth. They just did an acquisition. I still think it's cheap. It's the early days of that company, and I'm holding on to it for the next 5 years. The next company I know very well, and I must admit, publicly, I am an employee, and I'm only sharing public information. The next company is Qualtrics. Of course, I'm an employee. I work there. I tout it all the time. And I put over 40,000 of my own dollars, this is all public, day one of the IPO. I believe in the company. I'm an employee, and I will always act on the best interest of my teammates, of the shareholders, and of everyone involved. And I'm committed to driving long-term shareholder value. I bought in around $41 a share. It's trading at $35, and I'm down about $5,000, $6,000. I'm not worried. If anything, I'm purchasing more stock. I'm not telling you to purchase stock, but I am a shareholder. And by buying Qualtrics stock, you're indirectly betting on me in my future. So something to keep in mind, and it's my largest holding, if that says anything. The final position in these 5 stocks under $50 is BETZ, B-E-T-Z. I have $10,000 invested in it. It's trading at $32, and I got in at low 19, 18. This is an ETF, exchange traded fund. That means it's an index of a lot of different companies. What is the index of these companies? It's FanDuel, it's DraftKings, it's Penn National Gaming. It's all of your favorite companies that allow you to bet digitally, online. That's clearly the future. That's where everyone's going. I used to be a gambler. I haven't bet in over a year. I did bet earlier this year, but it wasn't through my bookie. But it's addicting. Once you get in that cycle, it's virtuous. And those companies are capitalizing on that human inadequacy of psychologically people become addicted, and they will capitalize commercially on that. And I'm willing to bet on that the next 5 years. I put $10,000 into it. I'm up over 6,000, and I won't sell for the next 5 years. Those 5 companies you just learned about, Palantir, ZoomInfo, SoFi, Qualtrics, BETZ. I have over $80,000 of my own dollars in. I will not be selling for the next 5 years. And I'm not a fiduciary. You shouldn't take my investing advice, but I wanted to make a video in the spirit of transparency and showing you guys where is my money, how am I putting my money to work, and how am I trying to set myself up financially for a better life. all of these companies could go to zero and I have to live with that, or they could go much higher and generate gains in capital returns, which would be fantastic. I want to help you get your money right, whether they're in these stocks or whatever else. Ask me any questions in the comments. Reach out to me on LinkedIn to connect. And for the next 30 seconds, I'm just going to go on a riff because I want this video to be over 11 minutes, because what I've found is that the longer these videos are, the longer people watch. And the key metric for YouTube algorithm is watch time and engagement. So if you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button below. Make sure to leave a comment. And here's another thing, if you want to get really crazy, like other people's comments and your own comment. And then if you're wondering, Trent, what do I comment? Comment your favorite stock. Which stock are you the most bullish on? And if you don't have a stock, you can just comment a moon to the moon. You can comment an emoji. You can comment a dog to stand for Dogecoin. Whatever you want to comment, it's cool. Now we're over 11 minutes, so we're going to wrap up. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of the day and a weekend. See you in the next video. Bye.